So, namaste. I'll guide you through a number of very short exercises which you can do if you have a frozen shoulder. You've already been given the bad news, I suppose, that you have a frozen shoulder. But all is not lost, because if you regularly do some simple exercises, you can come out of the frozen state to the thaw stage, which basically means that the shoulder will return back to normal. So let's do some simple exercises which you can do almost on a daily basis. Now, the first thing to observe is always to make sure that when you are seated or standing, that the spine is actually straight. At the moment, I'm sitting on the floor, but my hips are elevated in relation to my knees, and I'm sitting on a couple of blocks. That keeps my spine straight, and I want to have the shoulders in line with the hips. If you're slouching, that puts undue pressure on your spine and also on your shoulders. So slouching is really something to be avoided. So if you're slouching, lift and then gently sit up in an upright position. Back is straight. So the first exercise we'll do is the crossbody stretch. Gently lift both the arms with the palms facing the ceiling. Lift the right arm, and the right elbow is into the left elbow crease. Once that's there, bend the left elbow and bring the right arm closer towards the chest. So both the arms or both the palms are facing the back of the room. Intensify this by bringing that left elbow closer towards the chest. And you stay here for at least 30 seconds. Staying here so that you can make sure that the stretch is happening on the right side of the shoulder as you press the palms. Now, if you're rounding, this happens. Lift, press the palms, or take the palms to the back of the room, both the palms facing the back of the room. Straighten that right arm as much as you can. As you straighten it, the intensity of the stretch intensifies. It gets quite difficult. If you have that frozen shoulder, this becomes extremely painful. But bear with this. So we're up with 30 seconds. Gently lower the left forearm, lift the right arm and place it back. Once again, both palms facing each other. Now once again, palms face the ceiling. Left elbow rises and the left elbow goes into the right elbow crease. Gently fold the right arm and bring that closer towards the chest. Both the palms are facing the back of the room. Now, once again, similar to the other side, you want to intensify this. Bring that elbow, right elbow, closer to the chest, and you can feel the intensity of the stretch around your shoulder blade. Lift the chest, lift the chin so you're not rounding. Press the fingers together of both the hands and stay here for those 30 seconds. Gently inhaling and exhaling. Don't hold your breath. Continue to hold this pose. If you feel you're getting tired, lift the elbow slightly higher. Lift the right elbow and see what happens. You feel that stretch. Straighten that left arm if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release the right elbow, lift the left, and then lower down. From here, very simply, you want to bend both the elbows and bring the tips of your fingers onto the tips of the shoulders. So the heads of the shoulders. So lift the shoulders and gently bring the elbows closer together. From here, on an inhale, we're going to circle the elbows to the back, lift, and on the exhale, bring them back. So inhaling, elbows go to the side of the ribs. on the exhale, lift the elbows and gently roll them back to the front. We continue to do this for at least 10 circles. Lifting, bringing the elbows together, taking them to the side of the ribs, lifting, and on the exhale, coming back. Inhaling and exhaling as you gently, very gently use that clockwise direction of bringing the elbows closer to the front of your chest. When you've done 10, stop, and let's do this in the opposite side or the opposite direction. So bring the elbows to the front, and then inhaling, take the elbows to the top, to the back, to the side, and then gently bring them back. So reversing has a rather more intensified amount of involvement of the shoulders, the trapezius, and the serratus interior. As you roll, you bring the elbows to the front, inhaling and then exhaling. Inhale and then exhale. Inhale, exhale 10 times. Going around slowly as you can, and then gently rounding off and then finishing that. Give your arms or give your hands a bit of a shake. Let's do exercise number 3. So what I want you to do is start with the affected shoulder. So let's say my right shoulder is affected, so what I'm going to do is gently bend the elbow. Then I'll rotate the palm so the palm faces the floor. I lift the shoulder, I take it back, I drop the shoulder, and I bring it back to the front. Lift, take it back, drop, and come to the front. Lift the shoulder, take the shoulder back, lower the shoulder, and bring the shoulder back. In other words, we're doing work with the elbow. So elbow does the movement. Lift, back, lower, and then back. Lift, back, lower, and to the front. Lift, back, lower, and then to the front. Now use your head with the motion. Lift, so the head rotates. So my chin is following the motion. Do this for at least 10 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, and gently release. So I'm only going to do the side which has been affected, but you should do the other side at the same time. So let's repeat the same exercise, except we go in the opposite direction. So once again, lift the elbow. Now take the elbow to the front, lower, elbow to the back, lift, and then come back again. So lift, rotate, lift, rotate, lift, rotate, and we do this for 10 rounds. Lift, take the elbow to the front, drop, elbow to the back, lift, elbow to the front, drop, back. So let's do that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, and gently release. Well done. Now from here we do another simple exercise with both the arms parallel to the floor. Lift to the back, drop, and then to the front. Lift, to the back, drop to the front, lift, back, drop to the front, lift, back, drop, and then to the front, lifting, taking them back, dropping the shoulder, and then gently to the front. You do that for around 10 rounds or 10 cycles, and then relax after that. So that should set you up for a simple way of doing things by just doing some simple, very simple exercises. You can also do a simple exercise by having your fingers walk on the wall. So imagine that my fingers are pressing against the wall. I walk my fingers up the wall. I walk my fingers up the wall. Imagine I've got a pane of glass. I walk them up, and then I walk the fingers down. Walk the fingers down. And I start at the level of my shoulders. I inhale and I walk my fingers on the wall. Walk my fingers on the wall. And then I come back on the exhalation. Fingers coming down, walking on the wall, finger walking. One more time. At the height of your shoulders, lift and walk the fingers up the wall, like a spider. Yes. When you reach the top, exhale as you come down. Inhale as you go up. Exhale as you come down. Ten times if you can. So hopefully that will keep you going for a while. I have a number of other exercises which I'll prepare for you in another video. Until then, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.